Hello, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Christy Ruffner and I have been with MyAdvertisingPays for just over a year now. And today we're going to do a quick update because I've recently started withdrawing money from MAPS. And I withdrew for about a month and I wanted to do an update on how that withdrawal strategy worked for me for the month of March. And so we're going to start with signing into my back office here. I always like to start with looking at the server date and time so that you can see that we're in my back office and that the date and time is current. And so we're going to go ahead and take a look here. Server date and time is 4/3/2015, and it's almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon on the East Coast. That makes it almost 11 in the morning here I am at in the Pacific Northwest. And so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to scroll down here and see that I'm currently at 298 credit packs. Now, part of my strategy was to get to 300 credit packs, and my original strategy was to not withdraw anything until I got to the ultimate goal of 1,200 credit packs. And once I got close to 300, and I had been in the program for a year, I started sort of re-looking at everything and decided that it would be good for me as my own personal strategy to go ahead and withdraw some profits from the program, get my original money back so that I could spend it again. Okay, I got my whole original purchase price of 40 credit packs back in under a month, and so now I'm able to respend that money, whether it's for bills or most of it is going to go towards a new business that I'm starting. So I thought that that was a pretty smart thing for me to do, and so I wanted to share that experience with everybody, and just as a little proof that MyAdvertisingPays is working for me. So over the last month, I've maintained pretty close to my 300 credit packs. My last withdrawal was for $600, and I allowed my credit packs to fall off to 296 credit packs. Now, I have been spending all of my account balance on credit packs to try to get myself back up to 300. And what you have to remember, this is why it's so important that as you're accumulating your profits in order to withdraw, that you try to keep your credit packs even to where you're at. Because if you lose too much ground, then it takes a lot to get back up to where you were again. And in order to grow with this program, you have to continually add credit packs, but at the same time, you're replacing credit packs that you're losing. So credit packs are continually expiring. They take about 90 to 100 days to reach their $60 profit mark. And once they reach that $60 profit mark, then they expire and they don't make profit anymore. They go away. So that's part of the strategy that you need to understand, that as you're purchasing credit packs, they're not all going towards growing that credit pack balance. A lot of them are actually just replacing credit packs that you're losing. And so that's why you need to not allow too many of those credit packs to fall off, because then once you start trying to build again, that's just ground that you're having to recover. So I don't know that I'll allow myself to fall that far behind again, but it's all a learning process, and it's part of what I'm trying to show everybody in how to develop their own withdrawal strategies from the program. So we're going to go ahead and go into my withdrawal history because I want to show you all of the withdrawals that I made over the month of March. They started on the 27th of February. February is a short month, so it only had 28 days. So it was the last of February. I made my first $400 withdrawal. I started accumulating my account balance on the 24th. So it took me 3 days initially to get to my first $400 withdrawal. And I'm not sure why I took that 400 as the mark that I wanted to withdraw, but partially it's because that's where the point that I could reach without losing too many credit packs. As you can see here, my last withdrawal was $600, and I had to allow my credit packs to fall off to 296 to reach that point. And I'm now struggling. I mean, that's only 4 credit packs away from 300, and yet because of the credit packs that are expiring, it's taking me this long to get back up to 300. I still haven't reached it yet. I think I reached 300 once, and then I lost a couple credit packs, and it bounced me back down. So it's really important to try to keep that balance so that you don't lose too much ground, because then it's sort of painful to try to regain that position again. And so anyway, I wanted to show you that my total withdrawal has been $2,700. It took me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 withdrawals to reach that. They were about a week apart, most of them. A couple of them were a little bit shorter than that, but essentially it was over a month that I withdrew $2,700. So I think that's pretty good for being only at 300 credit packs. That's a quarter of the way to the ultimate 1,200 credit packs. So the other thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to log into my VX account and show you my withdrawals going into my account. And so we're going to go ahead and log in to my VX Gateway back office and show you basically that my current balance is just over $2,000, $2,086, I think. I have withdrawn some of that money from my VX into my bank account, and I wanted to show you that total process, that it's not just money coming, it's not just digital money going from MyAdvertisingPays to my VX account. It's also going from my VX account into my bank account where I'm actually spending it. Okay, so there's a total process there. I wanted to show you. We'll first go into my transaction page and show you. Here is my current balance of $2,086, and here are my transactions. So initially I set up a $200 transaction that ended up getting canceled because I still had something to finish in VX before the security was in place where they would actually send me my money. And so I went ahead and took care of that. The initial withdrawal was going to cost me, well, initially when you transfer money from MyAdvertisingPays into VX, it costs you $1. No matter how much that withdrawal is, that transfer costs you $1 for VX to take that money from MyAdvertisingPays and put it into your account. Then when you withdraw your money from VX and put it into your bank, that is another transaction that is related to the amount of money that you transfer. So this original $200 got canceled, and the original fee to transfer it got canceled. And then I went ahead and I took care of whatever it was that they needed me to take care of in my back office to verify who I was and that this was my bank account that I was transferring this money into. I set up my next transfer of $200 that cost me $3, and both of those debits were a success. Okay, and then I made another transfer from MAP into VX that cost me $1, and that was a credit, and the dollar is a debit. Okay, and then I made another $400 transfer that was a credit into my VX account that debited another $1. Okay, and then I made my $500 transfer that was a credit into VX that cost me $1. And then my last transfer from MAP into VX that was a credit that cost me $1. Okay, now I have a $400 transfer to my bank, withdrawal money to my bank, my U.S. bank, that's going to cost me $5. And so this debit here is pending to my bank account. I did it on the 2nd, and my last transfer actually only took 2 days. They say it should take 5 days, but my last one was in my bank account within 2 days. So we shall see here. But I wanted to show you that the fees are reasonable. I was involved with MAP before VX was one of the processors, so I really don't know for sure what it costs to get money from your bank account into VX and then pay for the credit packs. I plan on doing an interview with somebody, one of my partners in this business that has done that process, and she can share what her experience was. And then I have someone else who's working with STP. And so I will try to get them both on a Google Hangout with me so that they can share their experiences with setting up those 2 accounts and what it costs for them to put money into their account and then pay for their credit packs. So that's something that's coming down the road. I hope to get that organized in the near future in order to share that with you. So if you're getting started with MAPS, if you've made that decision that you're going to get started with MyAdvertisingPays, this is something that you need to be prepared to do, because it's no simple process. You have to go in, you have to set up an account, you have to prove and verify who you are, where you live, all of your bank account information. You have to set that all up and then get money into that account in order to purchase credit packs. So it's not a simple process of just going in, signing up for an account with MAP, and entering your credit card and paying for credit packs. Because what you have to understand is that this is a program that has to let money move back and forth both directions. So it's not like a retail store where you just go in, you give somebody your credit card information, and you make a purchase. That money has to go the other direction as well. So there has to be a processor in place that has the tools to do that. And so that's what you need to understand. Get your account set up with MAPS, and the first thing that you need to do is get your processor account, either one or both. I've got them both set up in case there's a problem with one or the other. I have those options, but I do use VX Gateway. I like their interface. I feel confident that they can move my money back and forth. Their website has been secure. It's always been up and running, and that's sort of been my experience with Solid Trust Pay has not been quite so positive in that respect. So that's why I've decided to go with VX Gateway. I do believe that Solid Trust Pay might not make you jump through as many hoops to get your account verified and everything, but the downside of that is that I've had some experience where their website has been down. They're not really great about communicating about that and setting their customers at ease. That's been my experience. A lot of people have had totally positive experiences with Solid Trust Pay. So you have to make your own decision about that. I use VX Loop, VX Gateway, and I'm happy with that. I did have to, do all of the necessary documentation to make sure to prove who I was, where I lived, and that the bank account that I'm sending the money to is mine. So there you have it. Make sure that you've got that plan set before you get started. Know what you're willing to commit to. Get in there. Be patient. Grow your credit packs to the point where you can start withdrawing whatever it is that you're looking for out of the program. Have a plan in place. That way you can feel secure that what you're doing is going to pay off. It's paid off for me to the point of $2,700 so far. I'm still working on getting back up to 300 credit packs. Let's see if I'm ready to purchase another credit pack yet. As soon as we get back to the dashboard, and we're going to scroll down and see how much money we got. I've got over $50, so I'm going to go ahead and buy another credit pack. It's going to get me back up to $299. I'm hoping that today will get me back up to 300 credit packs, and I can start accumulating again. I probably won't allow it to get down to 296 again. My previous sort of level has been 298. I've tried not to let it get past 298, and then I decided I wanted to try to squeak my way to 600, and it sort of cost me a few days here. So I don't know how that's going to affect my bottom line once I reach the end of April. We'll have to wait and see. So stay tuned, because you're going to get these regular updates. Subscribe to my channel so that you know when those come available. And if you want to know anything about my new business, there'll be a link at the end of the video for that as well. So see you next time. Make it a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.